Oh, we're live. Good morning.
What's up, everybody?
What up? Happy Friday. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Happy Friday. Hooks is back.
Yeah, baby. Thank you guys for hanging out yesterday.
Of course,
You
man.
guys are awesome.
Glad you got everything.
Yeah, man.
What was that?
Was that me?
No, it's
you. Bad. It was me.
No, it was me. It was you talking, but it was my mistake why that was coming through.
That's all right. We're allowed. Share now.
Ryan 840.
What are Ryan 840? Dream Team back.
That's right. Speaking of the Dream Team Olympics.
Oh, baby. I don't know. Ceremonies today. We'll talk about that. I'm not sure I don't think there's any events today per se, so.
There's no.
I don't believe there's an actual event today. There's the opening ceremonies. That's it. Let me look at my calendar here.
Because soccer was playing. Apparently, the U.S. sucks at rugby.
Yeah. Apparently, nobody's watching it. And I don't know how you knew that.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Greg.
Tomorrow it's on. Tomorrow, Saturday, they got a lot of stuff going on. I'm sure you'll be watching artistic gymnastics.
Why not?
Badminton. Ooh, basketball, beach volleyball, boxing. Let's go.
Nice.
It's on.
Yeah, I got to keep.
Good morning, you guys.
I got to stay on top of that because I really like track and field.
TNF? Heck yeah.
TNF? Is that what they say?
I don't know.
But I won't
Surprised
do
I got
that.
Out. I thought about it on the way in this morning. I'm like, all right, been gone, whatever. I said to myself when I walked in the door, I hope I do not. Morning, Nora. I hope I do not come across like the UCLA football coach today. Don't be like that.
Oh, my God. We played that yesterday.
We are from LA. We're with USC.
A lot of people don't know about us.
Bro.
Is he expecting everybody in the Big Ten not to know who they are?
I don't even know. So I told myself, just don't sound like that, please.
Hi, Nora Green.
Fake it till you make it.
Hello, Mother.
Mrs. Wilson.
Mom likes badminton.
Yeah.
She likes watching badminton.
I want to talk about that, some stuff.
Pickleball should be an Olympic
We're having
sport.
a whole, yeah, it will be eventually. You know it will be.
Yeah, but I'm surprised it hasn't.
We'll go through an entire Olympics segment today.
Love it.
New games, all that stuff, the replacements. There's some new games out there to watch. When America plays, ceremonies, all that stuff. Okay.
Okay.
This is where we start every day talking about Olympics and results and stories. There'll be an Olympic segment.
The Olympic Roundup.
Yes. Every day you'll get an Olympic Roundup.
We're trying to get it sponsored.
Yeah. Anybody out there know? Throw some cash. Heck, we're still trying to get $7 a month. Well, geez.
I know. You might have to fork it up.
So just go walk across before the show and give her 84.
Hand to the debit.
I think I can get 2 months.
This is the Morning Hookup on KFOR.
Thank God it's Friday.
Good morning, Lincoln, Nebraska. Happy Friday. Welcome in the Morning Hookup. Bill Hooks, Will Wilson. Back on a Friday. What's up, Will Wilson?
Happy Friday. Welcome back.
Thanks, my man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all the thoughts and stuff. As I was gone yesterday, with my wife and a little procedure. So she is back. Not back. That's wrong. She's not back, but she's doing well.
Good.
She's doing well, resting comfortably at home. I know there was a lot of people and family and friends that reached out yesterday. I really appreciate it.
Well,
life come at you, and now you're taking a little rest.
Look, I know your wife, and I know how strong she is.
Yeah, man.
And
the hardest part is trying to keep her down and relax.
I know. I was gonna guess that.
Seriously.
I know that'd be hard for her. She can do anything.
So she's doing well. She might be listening right now. Hopefully she's taking a nap.
You hope that?
And relaxing. Yeah. So it's always in times. Again, she's great. She is nothing major. It's just something had to get done. But it's always amazing to look back and go, wow, the amazing people that are around you, that are willing to help, that are willing to reach a hand out to, I'll go sit with her, I'll go hang out with her, and for me to get out and be here.
Yeah.
Right. And she was pushing me out the door a little bit today. Right. Like, go, man, go do your thing. I got people. But what it takes, it's like raising kids, right? It takes a village to raise kids. right? Parents do it, but there's grandparents and there's friends and family and all that are went to. So it's pretty humbling to have that situation. So
Glad
she's good, man.
Glad she's home.
She's good, man. Yesterday it was kind of some fun parts of it where it's like she gets out of the surgery and with that kind of stuff, you got to stay ahead of the pain, and they were just a little behind on it. So they gave her a couple of things, didn't work. They gave her a double dose of those couple of things. And at one point, I'm not lying, and I could tell the story because she would laugh too. They wanted her to eat these like shortbread cookies. She had cookies. That's what she wanted. And at one point they gave her the meds. Like, you probably should have some food. She's doing this. And I go, oh my gosh, she can't find her mouth. So I had to get up and go. And then she could eat the cookies. It was hilarious.
You were guiding her hand to her mouth.
Yes. The drugs became really good, really quick.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm there for it.
You're so helpful.
I'm there for it.
Yeah.
So, but thank you guys. I appreciate all the thoughts. Here we are on a Friday. No Dr. Dane Todd. Dane, he forgot to tell us he's on vacation with his family.
He actually did tell me that last week. Yeah.
So we'll blame it on him because his text was he forgot to tell us. And we'll say, yes, you took accountability.
I'll defend him. He told me.
That's all right. I texted him back. I'm like, well, here I am. I'm actually here on a Friday and you're gone.
Mm-hmm. One of these days we'll get us all in here.
Yeah. So thanks to Thew as well for stepping in. Also Henry T for taking the time and his sabbatical that he's on right now here in Lincoln to hang out with you guys. And so, man, well, again, no Dane, but we'll have Moats. Moats he's on it. He's ready to go. There's a really cool story for Moats of an historic football game that's been going for a long time with the change of venue that we'll talk about. That's really cool.
And then also Cale Fountain, the Norris.
Yeah.
He signed a huge, not a huge, but like.
Yes, there was a lot of leverage because the slot he went in, he got like double the money.
Wow. For
the slot that he was in.
Pretty cool.
That was life-changing money, by the way.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
No, not at all. So, again, also, let's kick it off here because I think this is so interesting. Boy, Nebraska, they get done with Big Ten Media Days. Not too many stories coming out from Coach Rule, right?
No,
you
not
got
really.
what you got. But I think the bigger stories that are happening right now is in the recruiting world.
Yes.
Right now, when you get word that you've got Terry coming to town, 5-star athlete, and what we've talked about, this O-line forever.
Yeah.
Sanders was you thought he was in. He was way out the top 6.
Yeah.
Top 4 were in.
David Sanders.
David. Would I say?
You just said Sanders. But yeah,
David
his first
Sanders.
name's David. Yeah, well, we've brought Brian on the show many times, and what was it, like 3 weeks ago? I brought up David, and Brian basically said, yeah, he's just here to he's just here. And he didn't say it was like anything, but now things have changed.
There's a cup. This thing has changed quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And for whatever you're reading, wherever you're reading, I know what I'm reading right now is it's down to 2. The people out there are pretty confident it is between Nebraska and Tennessee. Now, Tennessee might have the upper hand right now. Obviously, they have more success as of late. Also, Sanders and the family, they're out in North Carolina and Charlotte. Know the surroundings very well, which from Charlotte to Knoxville, it's drivable. So there's a little lean maybe there, right? Program-wise and maybe proximity to where you live from a parent perspective. But it's simply down to those 2. So that's one thing. Something else that's changed. You get word, not get word, but you start hearing about NIL. Like the 1890s kind of stepping up in this world.
They have to.
They have to do a kid like this, right? Well, that's the world we play in.
You talk about we didn't get to it yesterday, but you sent me that link about Ohio State.
Yeah.
And $20 million is what they're spending just this season.
Yes. Think about that. Like if you're going to act like a big boy, you got to play. Like if you're going to play with a big boy, you better act like one.
Right.
And Ohio State's telling you 20 mil.
Jeez.
Okay. That's big boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether you like NIL or not, that's where we're at, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Pay to play, whatever. You got to pony up.
So
something in that world has changed. Also, remember, Sanders came here one time before, but there was a missing piece that was not here, missing cog that was not here. That is your quarterback. That is your presumed starter, your 5-star, Dylan Raiola. And I'm sure if you haven't, the tweet was put out yesterday, and I think it's an amazing recruiting tactic. Peer recruiting in a world like that. When Dylan puts out Husker Nation, let's welcome David Sanders home, in all caps, to Lincoln. Meet us outside the new Tom Osborne complex at 5:15 tomorrow, calling all Husker fans. Go Big Red. I'll be picking him up in Omaha Epley at 1:30. Let's show him some love.
So
and a picture of the Osborne Behringer statue out in front of the complex.
So a couple things. One, he said tomorrow. Does that mean that's today?
Today. Yes,
Okay.
today. I read it from yesterday.
So
yes,
if you want to go, it's today.
5:15. I am sure Husker Nation's going to show out and be there to whatever you need to do. Hoop, holler, cheer, go Big Red chants. I don't know. It's going to be one of the welcome of welcomes, I believe.
It's huge. When does this ever happen? Like, this does not happen.
When is the last time it happened and it was like advertised as your quarterback? I'm going to call him your quarterback, okay? We haven't been named yet, but here it is. Putting out on social media, this is what I need you to do for me and for us. Like, I'm asking you personally to show this guy some love.
Yeah, it's like Dylan is a recruiter. Like,
He absolutely
it's like
is.
He's not a player. It's like he's a coach. He said he's going to pick him up himself.
Also, let's be real, man. Dylan's out there going, I want this guy to protect my backside for a long time.
He knows. He knows
Right?
how good this guy is.
Come on now.
Now, I think this is awesome. I think it's great. Obviously, there's so many perks that comes with getting Raiola to campus. Not only is he a good football player, but he knows so many recruits. He's already gotten a few recruits to campus. He's trying to get this kid. Is it too much to ask that? Can we get a coach
They'll
to
be
talk
around.
to this guy?
They'll
Like,
be around.
to recruit this guy?
You know they have in the background.
I know, but from what I understand, like, you know, Coach Donnie really likes guys who like can take hard love.
Yeah.
You know, and from what I understand is Sanders isn't quite like that.
Hey,
he likes to be.
Sometimes you got to change who you are for just a quick moment.
I know, but obviously you want this kid, like, just because he likes to have smoke blown of his butt doesn't mean we shouldn't get the kid.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what it looks like.
Are you gonna go?
No, I'll be home, man. I still got to do stuff at home. You know, be around.
Yeah, right.
But I think if you get down there, man, 5:15, whatever, I would assume you need to get down like at 4:00 with the way the crowd might be.
It's going to be interesting.
And what
to
it
see
looks like, what
like.
that weekend looks like, what it feels like when we talk to Munson next Tuesday, because I'm sure he'll have great insights for us because he's nearing a date. Sanders has said August 17th is his announcement time.
Jeez, that's farther than I'd hope.
I know. Okay. But the fact that you're able to get him on campus for an official visit with the peer recruiting type atmosphere is going to be amazing.
Tennessee's like seeing this and they're like, oh God, what?
Or maybe they're like, whatever, we're still Tennessee.
Oh, come on. Like, if I'm a rival school and I see this developing, I'm thinking to myself, okay, we need to have an emergency meeting. We need to do something because what we're going to do isn't enough. Like, this is something we don't see a lot, where a player organizes fans to come and greet a recruit. It never happens. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be an amazing, interesting time. As you got Sanders coming to campus, you'll have Terry as well at some point coming to campus. And right now you're seeing Sanders, it's Nebraska, Tennessee. That's what you're reading, or whatever you read into. And the Terry side, it's safe to say Nebraska, Texas, and Oregon.
Man,
in the top 3.
It's the O-line is, it's in a decent spot now.
It needs to be in a great spot. This would be a big time. It'd be a huge get for Nebraska. Again, one of those national spotlight moments for a team that has had kids like this on campus, but have always been left at the altar, right? We've always been get them there. And it's like, like it's like Runaway Bride, my man.
Like Brandon Baker.
Yes. There's been other ones before, right, that visit. Also, the impact of Isaiah Mosey right now. He's coming to campus. We know his dad was hired at Elite Summit in the most recent weeks. He's a current Oregon commit for 25. Interesting. We've got him on campus here coming up as well. Yeah. Does that flip? Does that mean anything in that room?
Maybe.
What happens there? Could be an historical huge weekend for Nebraska.
There's a trend.
The influence of what happens this weekend. Does it turn into something August 17th when you get a Sanders or whatever happens?
It's been a long time since we've consistently got big name recruits on campus.
You just hope it's not one of those, I'm going to go get it, get the hoopla, get the love, show me some love, and I'm out.
Hey, that's how recruits are, man.
It is. It really is.
They love attention. They love attention.
It really is. And isn't it something?
It's just how it is. You got to be able to deal with it.
I just love the fact that Dylan's throwing it out there. And Brian has told us he's actively being a peer recruiter.
Thank God.
And I think, you know what, honestly, and we all know this, like the NIL part is a huge major factor of this with the kids of his caliber and talent. Let's be honest. But is there something behind the path of success behind a Coach Rule who has been in the NFL, who has done developmental programs and turned them around, and I could come in and play right away? I can make a big impact. I got a 5-star quarterback. I could be the dude on the line. Is there any of that there?
Yeah. I guess I don't quite understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you could go to Georgia and be a dude. You go to Tennessee and be a dude, but maybe you're behind a dude.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You come to Nebraska, you probably are the dude.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying now?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because in current times, Georgia has, like, I get he's highly rated, but Georgia might have 2 dudes like him.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee has a chance to have 2 dudes like him. Where Nebraska, not knocking anybody on the line, does not have a dude like him.
No.
Okay.
When was the last time?
Being all honest and transparent here.
When was the last time we've had a 5-star O-line?
Never. I don't even know. Don't know.
And then there's
But you know what I'm saying? He could be a dude.
And then there's this 2026 kid on the O-line who just released his first group of schools, and we're on it.
Oh, okay. We like to be in the first group.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's a 5-star too.
See? But you got to get one.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get to the finish line one time.
I still would
You know what
think,
I'm saying?
I still would think we're the underdog. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. It's just monumental, the fact that you're actually getting him to come to campus officially. Right? But I don't want to be like, I don't want to keep being the feel good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got him to campus. That was good.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
We got him to campus.
Doesn't matter if you get the kid.
Want to get him on the dotted line one time.
There was another story out of Big Ten Media Days.
Which was it the stupid duck, or was it the
no.
UCLA coach? I don't even know. What else happened?
No, it wasn't the UCLA coach.
Or that
it was
stupid duck they bring around, or is it Lincoln Riley opening up his big mouth?
No, it wasn't. It was our good old friend PJ Fleck.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
and
geez.
I don't think.
Why is he even a story?
Well, I think it's so PJ Fleck what he did. This shouldn't be surprising to anybody. But, when coaches come out to the podium, they have 15 minutes. They have 15 minutes to do their opening statement and then take questions.
And most of them are respectful enough to leave some time.
Yeah, exactly. And 15 minutes no matter what. The tweet said, I couldn't find it, but it said, PJ Fleck has done the unthinkable. He has spent all 15 minutes during his opening statement. He
talked for a complete 15 minutes.
Without taking questions.
Oh, my gosh. Did I read also? I kind of read a little bit, but I didn't know it was all that. But didn't they allow 2 questions maybe?
I think you're right. Yeah.
But who does that? Well, no, shouldn't ask that question. He should have borrowed time from the UCLA guy. Like that guy used 4 minutes. Can I take the 11?
Yeah.
That was rough.
I know.
But I'm not surprised by PJ.
Yeah, and then I think he said, I'm not everybody's favorite. Or I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Duh.
And it's like, no crap.
Like even the newcomers might be like, we get it.
I almost give him credit. Like, he should only care what people in Minneapolis think about him.
That's it. Like, look, I can't knock the guy. He's hard to watch, hard to listen to, but he's done some really good things.
He has.
He's built a tough program.
Yeah, the program
that gets into bowl games, that gets kids to the NFL, that does all the things you want.
Right.
He's elite.
Jeez. So, anyways, are we playing? Is Minnesota's not on the schedule?
I don't think so
this year.
Gosh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Sarah said, "I get it. He's a weirdo. Absolutely, he's a weirdo.
Row the boat. Row the boat, baby."
Right. You're from. I mean, you visit that area. I'm sure you got family that's all about row the boat too.
I don't know. What's funny is, and I've noticed this when I go up there. I was up there during Thanksgiving, and Minnesota was playing. And I was at a bar when they were playing.
Nobody
cared. Nobody was paying attention to it. They
where
care
were
about.
You at?
I was up in Glenwood.
A lot of people at that point care more about the Vikings and pro stuff, right?
They all care about pro sports.
Pro sports. It's like whatever. That's like when I go back home to like Charlotte and stuff. It's all about the Panthers or the Tar Heels or whatever. It's never about Carolina football. It's like, ugh. What do you mean they're on TV?
But they care about basketball.
Oh, dude, I'm proud of your mom, by the way. She said volleyball starts tomorrow. She broke down and got Peacock.
Oh,
I am so proud. See, that's one that loves the
Mom,
Olympics.
can I have the username and password? Send me that whenever you get a
one
chance.
That just loves the Olympics. I told my wife that too. She's an Olympic fan too. I'm like, the number of hours of Olympic sports she's going to watch over the next few weeks is probably going to be nauseating.
Oh my God.
And I love her because she'll text me about results of stuff.
Good.
She absolutely will keep me on as well. Ryan 840 said, Miss 840. I love this. He's calling her Miss 840 now. I love this. Subbed with me in golf league last night. The fella started crying for me to move her back from the ladies' tees. Wow, she must have lit it up.
Yeah, I guess so. By the way, speaking of women's tees, Thigala.
I saw a tweet when he hit the ball. It said pants down.
Pants down. Yeah, because he didn't hit it past the women's tees. That's got to be embarrassing, man.
Oh, Ryan 840 appreciate it. Said can't stand PJ. Say Flacco.
Flacco.
Love it. So, all right, hey, let's take our first break and we come back. Let's see how busy he is, but we should have Jeff Moats.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
I don't know, Mom. I got to get back to you.
It's my favorite thing of this. I don't know, Mom. Maybe.
I'm not sure if I'm opening yet or not.
You don't know your schedule yet?
No, it's a tentative thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into it.
Okay, let's not do that. I understand.
Not that I'm annoyed about it. It's just
I get that tone. No, I get the tone.
This isn't the place to.
It's like the PS5. We don't talk. Let's leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't stop that one.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, have that picture ready when we come back.
Okay.
I want to talk about that.
There's Moatsy.
Jeff Moats.
Hi, guys.
That was a half Keisei Tamanaga you just did.
What do you do?
Do that again. Do yours. Instead of
No, I would have done this.
half Keisei.
No, I was waving. I was not grabbing my head like, oh my gosh.
It was close.
I had a dream that like Japan made it to the finals. I've been having weird dreams.
That's not a. Could be.
We need to talk.
Moatsy. Oh, Moatsy.
Olympics. Love it.
Oh, yeah, we're in a break. I just realized.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're in the break. You could. Yeah,
Okay.
you're good.
Yeah.
Say whatever you want now.
Oh, that water tastes
Only
good.
few people listening because we can't get it on real stream.
By the way, for those that are listening or watching on the stream, if you were listening to our news this morning, I just got an update that Lincoln Police have found a missing man. They
found him?
They found him. Just got that email here like a minute ago. So it's another busy day in our newsroom and sports desk, as you can imagine.
Why's it got to be so busy on a Friday?
I don't know. I usually hope to come back with some stuff that I can write up and have ready to go that we can use through the afternoon and into tomorrow morning, and maybe have something ready to go for Monday and be set to go.
It's like Husker football. It always provides.
To a degree, yeah.
Yeah, Dylan Raiola doing some recruiting.
I know. We were
It's gonna
talking
be
about
awesome.
that. We were talking about that on the morning show today. He's
Pretty-
going up to Epley to pick up that kid from North Carolina.
115 pickup. David Sanders. 515 show up at down at the old complex.
What are his? What's his height and weight again?
Oh,
Because he's a lineman,
he's the
Mm-hmm.
number one O lineman in the country.
right?
Let me look. I'll get you here. I'll
Look-
get you here.
Look at you. You got the Adidas apparel on Nebraska, and you got the Nike hat.
Tiger's always in my brain.
He's a Tiger guy. Tiger guy.
Here you go. About 6'5", 276.
Yeah, close to my
He's
size.
the number 2 overall prospect and top offensive tackle in 25.
He's close to my size.
Wow.
Hopefully, in a few years, he's above that.
but be agile.
Right.
They all got all of his measurements in here. 33.5-inch arms.
Wow.
Hands are 9.5.
Whoa.
He broke the school record in shot put in North Carolina. 53. And yeah.
That is a
As a
decent throw.
sophomore.
Put him on the
As a
track.
sophomore?
Put him on the track and field team.
I mean, this guy's a monster. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Happy Friday. Well, you showed me something this morning that I think is absolutely amazing. Obviously, you guys know Will's down at the tavern, and they had Family Feud night last night. And
I bet that was a treat.
This is awesome, by the way. This thing, he's going to get a picture out. Nora, hope you're okay with this. So Nora has a team down there. And my question was, he had Family Feud last night. I'm like, did Nora win again? Because every time there's an event at the tavern, Nora's won like 2 in a row. He's like, no, unfortunately, they lost. But nope, she's a winner. Just leave it at that.
All right. Yeah,
She's a damn winner.
We'll go with that.
They lost in the first round, but he's like, they always have a theme.
Teams
Teams
can
have
wear
themes.
costumes.
Teams.
Yeah.
Nora's team wears a costume, and it was dress up like like the tavern employee.
Yeah, they were dressing up as tavern employees.
Okay.
Yes.
So who plays the role of Richard Dawson or Steve Harvey as the host?
Yeah.
That is Christian.
I can picture that through and through.
And he's so good at it. He is so good at it. Now, yesterday was interesting. I didn't play. I was part of the judging team.
Okay, perfect. You've moved up.
Yeah, I guess so.
They've given you more responsibility, see?
And it was hotter than all get up.
Yeah, it was smoking hot because it's outside and stuff.
Yes.
But Nora's outfit was amazing.
She dressed up as
Will.
me. All right.
You're kidding.
Oh, this
me.
is no, it is like, I'm not saying Nora looks like Will. Okay, so don't say that. I'm not doing that. We know it's Nora.
Are you showing the picture
Yes.
now? I got to see this.
But I don't know if you can see it, but you got to look. It's Will's.
Oh, wow.
It's his racing hat, his horse racing hat. And the shirt says, do you know I work in radio?
It's kind of blurry.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like if there was an outfit like an award, she wins.
It was perfect.
Do you know I work in radio? Is that what it says?
Yeah. Did you know I work in radio?
We are a little more than, we're about 3 months away from Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good
amazing.
costume.
It's pretty good.
That is top notch.
It's funny. She mentioned how she walked into the bar and our friend Trinidad, thought it was me.
Oh gosh.
I mean, that's how spot on the
That was
costume
but
is.
the shirt, the hat, the shorts, perfect.
Yeah.
She nailed all
Awesome.
3 aspects of that. So well done, Nora.
It was perfect.
We got Motzi in the house. Motes, before we get to Legion, I know it's still going on. I want to talk about this high school football game. They got a new venue.
Yeah,
This
Columbus
is
and
pretty
Fremont.
cool. Pretty cool. And they
this-
got a video out right now,
Yeah.
like a hype video. September 21st, the 105th meeting coming up, the FNC Cup.
105th. Wow.
That's what it said. 105th meeting.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Goes back a long time. And this game they've kept even when Columbus has dropped down to Class B. And, Columbus has floated between Class B and Class A for the past 10 to 15 years, roughly. And it's one of the more heated games that is played every single year, regardless of win-loss record, strength of schedule, whatever. And I know when my brother was at Columbus coaching, that was one of the games they always had to go to, either in Columbus or in Fremont.
They had to go.
Well, it's the Highway 30 battle because Fremont is about 25, 30 miles or so to the east, and and they usually play either at Pawnee Park or they go to Memorial Field up there in Fremont and play. And it's a game that was set to happen the night that Nebraska and Illinois play football, which is September 20th, and it's a Friday night. Well, because of that, I think what the university decided is, why don't we bring this game to Memorial Stadium? And this would be the first regular season high school game to be played at Memorial Stadium, I believe, since 2017.
That's what I wrote down. 2017.
What happened in 2017?
Well, there was a doubleheader that day, and I think there was another conflict where Nebraska played on a Friday night. And I remember Northeast played Fremont that Saturday afternoon, evening down there at Memorial Stadium. And there was a game before there as well with another, I think it was Southwest and North Platte. They played there earlier that afternoon. The Northeast and Fremont played that day, I think for a similar reason. So I think it's neat that they do something like this. And if Nebraska ends up playing games on Friday nights on a more regular basis because of the TV contracts that are now in place, it won't be an every Friday deal necessarily every year. You're going to have your Black Friday game with Iowa, but if let's say
kind of a cool thing,
if Nebraska does play in Illinois or Rutgers on a Friday night, either home or away, I would not mind seeing something like a high school matchup being played at Memorial Stadium on a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday night. I think that's great. And I can remember back in the old days around here, and I've mentioned this time and time again on this show, where I can remember a day when you did have some high school games on Saturday nights in Nebraska, because Nebraska always played their games at 1:30 every afternoon at Memorial Stadium. And this is before the lights were permanently installed down there, before your time, Will. Ever since you've been around, you've always known that Memorial Stadium's had lights. And I can remember when, if they were to play a night game at Memorial Stadium, they would bring in, they would rent lights, number one. They would mount them up on the side of the old press box, one on each side. And then they had cranes, one in the southeast corner, the other in the northeast corner, that would hoist up the other lights.
Wow.
That's like if Nebraska and Oklahoma, which was usually during an afternoon, if they were to play that game at night, they would bring in lights. Florida State, same thing. I remember when, what was it, last time that Florida State played in Lincoln, I think was 1986. That was a night game, I think, on ABC, and they brought in lights. So, but back to the other story with Columbus and Fremont, if we're going to see Nebraska playing more Friday night games because of the TV schedule, I think this is a good solution.
Yeah,
that way,
absolutely.
if you've
highlight
got
some of these teams, man, highlight some of the rivalries, highlight some.
Why not?
Whatever.
If you want to bring in Creighton Prep, Omaha Central,
do something.
That's one of the biggest rivalries of all time.
That could be a cool recruiting ground too. Bring kids in to show them a stadium. What it
Why
looks
not?
Like. Yeah.
And I'm happy how easygoing they were. Apparently, this started with just an email.
It did.
And I'm happy that it was just no problem.
And with that weekend in particular, a lot of the games have been moved to Thursday night. However, there are still some Friday night games. None in Lincoln, by the way. I know Northeast plays that night out at North Platte, and that's going to be a 6:00 kick out there. So that folks that may be going out there could, watch at least the rest of the Illinois game, maybe on their way back or listen, whatever. Maybe spend the night there and go watch the game. But everybody else is moving to Thursday night, because that Thursday there's a doubleheader at Seacrest at 4:30 and 8. By the way, that 8:00 game is East and Southwest, which we'll have here on this radio station as part of our schedule. Okay. But we won't have anything that Friday, of course, because of the Nebraska-Illinois game, other than the reaction show.
Okay.
So, but there's nothing else scheduled for that Saturday. So far, that Columbus-Fremont game is the only game happening at Memorial Stadium. I don't know if they're going to do anything else to bring in other teams to do as part of maybe a Saturday doubleheader.
Yeah, maybe. They've got it set for noon.
They could.
It's a noon kickoff. And I think, talking about rivalries, when you look back at it, when you look at the record, it's pretty interesting. 40, 49, 45, and 2. That's with Columbus winning 4 straight.
Yep.
That's a rivalry, folks.
And it's a good football game. And that was kind of the couple of years ago, I remember seeing it where it was, the season opener, week 0 game.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then that was because for the last several years, week 0 was always the few games that you would see or go to or hear that would feature teams that, had scheduling conflicts and, they had to make up or at least get another game in before the rest of their season kicked in. Everybody else started week 1. So, but I think this is neat what they're doing with Columbus and Fremont. I think this could be the catalyst to what could happen down the road. Like I said, if Nebraska does play on a Friday night, home or away.
Which you would assume now, just based on we have one. So,
Well, Hooks, you always said it wasn't never going to happen.
I thought it would never happen. I think it's the dumbest thing out there. But if something like this can come out of it, okay.
But I think it would change if Nebraska improves and keeps improving, especially within the Big Ten. If things look good moving forward, maybe they wouldn't be susceptible to being that Friday night game at least once a year, other than Black Friday.
Yep.
That's exciting. I was going to bring up, so a couple days ago, it was the high school basketball all-star game, which is great. I think it's awesome. It's fun. Why do they wait till midsummer to do it?
They've always done that, and the all-star game goes back to 1969 for the boys. It goes to, I believe, 1980 or 81 for the girls. And it's just a more convenient time simply because you've got kids that are involved with a lot more activities during this school year primarily.
That makes sense.
And you get a few days to where you can prepare and devote to playing in the All-Star game. And it's always been a nice occasion now for years. What they did, well, early on, they would start out and doing the All-Star game. I think the first one was in Omaha, and then they did two of them at one point where they would play one in Lincoln, one out in North Platte, and then they moved everything back to Lincoln. The old Pershing Auditorium at one point hosted that All-Star game, and then it shifted over to the Devaney Center for several years. And when it became more of a cost issue, they decided to move the All-Star game off-site, and essentially Lincoln North Star became the home of it. It's been there well over 15 years at least. And so when you look at North Star, that's where they usually have the coaches clinic every year when they do the coaches convention,
which just got done, right?
Which just wrapped up this week. And you have that, the coaches clinics. You've got the All-Star volleyball game that's played at North Star. The softball game is played at Bullen Stadium. It's a good way for people to get on and off the interstate if they need to get home, if they're coming in from out of town. I think it's a great thing that they have. But this year they flipped the format where softball started it off this year instead of boys and girls basketball. And then volleyball stayed on Tuesday nights, and then girls and boys basketball all-star games were held on Wednesday nights.
Cool. So okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, Legion Baseball, what's going on with that?
Well, it's a big weekend because one of the state tournament sites for the State Legion tournament in Class A is here in Lincoln at Den Hartog Field. And of the teams that made it in both divisions, there are 4 Lincoln teams that have qualified, one of which would be Carpetland of Lincoln East, who won the Area 5 championship on Tuesday night. They had to win their first game Tuesday, winning that one 7-6, and then they forced a game 2, which Carpetland won 11-3 in 6 innings. So now Carpetland is in the American division being played up at Elkhorn. That starts tomorrow. Their game is at 1:00. They play DC Electric tomorrow afternoon at 1. And then here in Lincoln, there are 3 teams from the city that are in. And J.C. Bragger, who is the Area 6 runner-up, that represents Lincoln Southeast. They're in, and they play tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock against Papillion La Vista South. And then the host team, the team that finished third essentially in the Area 5 tournament, became the host team. That is Strasburg Orthopedic of Lincoln Northwest. They play Gretna tomorrow afternoon at 1. And then the Area 5 runner-up, Pinnacle Bank of Lincoln Southwest, will play Elkhorn South tomorrow night at 7. So they'll play. It's a double elimination. They will play tomorrow. They'll play Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday is when the division championships will be played. And I think the state championship will either might be Thursday or maybe next Saturday. I have to double check and make sure, but they'll meet. They'll have a site where they will play that state championship, the overall. But the winners of each division automatically qualify for the regional, and then they go play in the regional tournament.
Very good. Cool.
It's a lot of fun. We all remember the run that we saw
with Lincoln East last year.
We all remember that run. Maybe there's another team out there that can make that run here locally.
And, I looked at Lincoln East. I've seen them a few times already this summer. They got some of those guys that are back from that team a year ago. The others are not there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the seniors like AJ Avasco and Garrett Springer, some of those guys have moved on because they're now going to play Division I level college baseball. So they're probably playing for some summer teams. The other guys like Troy Peltz and Joey Senstock, 2 Husker recruits there, are playing elsewhere. Same thing with Jeter Worthley as well. They're all going to be back as seniors this upcoming school year. The only one that's back is Carter Mick, and who was committed to Nebraska. Now it sounds like he's going to Omaha to play. And he was back. He pitched the other night, had a great performance in that game too, and looking pretty sharp as usual. So things look pretty good for East High, but it might be a little bit more of a challenge this year than it was a year ago.
For sure, absolutely. Before we get you out of here, the Olympic ceremonies are today, also replayed tonight. You have a favorite Olympic sport you'll watch?
I usually watch basketball.
Hoops.
Sometimes the track stuff.
No Simone Biles. Have you seen her? Wow.
Gymnastics.
She's crushing it already.
And in baseball, years ago, Olympic baseball was always fun to watch too. Softball.
All that.
Yeah.
So awesome. Mosi, we appreciate you. Thanks,
you
brother.
bet.
Appreciate it. And,
stay cool, fellas.
Yeah, you too, my friend. So, all right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Speaking of Olympics, we're going to talk about that and a whole lot more.
You're listening to the Morning Hookup with Bill Hooks and Will Wilson. More coming up.
It's going to be hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's hot now out there.
87.
Right now.
I went into the newsroom yesterday and I was complaining about the forecast for the next week and a half, just crazy hot. And I go, my God, Boats goes, well, it's summer.
Well, it is.
I know.
Well, I think we've been blessed up until this point. We're really nice. I mean, I know there's been storm weather, but we had a run of beautiful weather.
But it has been up until the last couple of days. It is temperature wise, it's been below normal.
Yes, not the next 10, baby. It's
but
coming at you.
You're getting into the stretch now, late July into August, where it's going to get hot.
I played golf on Wednesday before my Thursday off, and it was so hot. It was and the air was not moving. It's one of those days you're like, I need it to blow 10 miles an hour. Just give me what I'm used to.
It's not really blowing outside right now.
Stay hydrated. Stay inside if you have to.
Are you golfing at all?
Not this weekend. Nope. I don't do weekend golf a lot.
I got a birthday party to go to tomorrow.
Hopefully
and I got baseball Sunday on
Sunday, I am doing a parent child 9-hole competition with my son, Ty.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
It's at Wilderness. It's on the short course over there. It's a 9-hole event. It's going to be kind of fun.
You're not going to go to the junior course?
No. Well, they kind of have one. Wilderness kind of has that. It's called the
I
Talon.
didn't know that.
They have a 9-hole. It's called the Talon course, and it's got par 3s, 2 par 4s, and a par 5 on it.
Par 5.
Yeah, it's 450 yards, but it's for the kids and families go play and walk it and stuff. So it's kind of fun.
It. Only golfing I do is miniature golf, man.
That's still fun. I'm sure I've got to be on my A game on Sunday because my kid will not let off me if I make a mistake.
My kid's going down to watch the Royals and Cubs play.
Nice, but so he's going to watch the Cubs.
He's got. He's got a Cubs.
Sorry,
hat.
Will.
It's okay. I understand.
Sorry, we're not Royals fans in our house.
I understand.
Even though I've been to a fair share of Major League games down there over the years.
It's okay.
Isn't that, man,
what?
Not a Royals fan in this local area, not a Husker fan.
Well, okay, now,
Husker story,
as I've said before, the Royals were never on TV.
Yeah, you and I grew up the same.
Okay, because the Braves were always on and the Cubs were always
205
on.
leadoff man, 235 start, and then TBS at night with the Braves.
Catch the hits. Remember that little promo they had back in the day?
Ryan 840 said, "Go Cubs, go" on the stream.
There you go.
Go Cubs, go!
I got the Cubs hat on.
He also
today.
said he aced number 8 on the Wilderness Short Course way back when. Oh my gosh,
that's exciting.
8 is a decent little par 3 too. Depends on what tee box you play. 150 to 165, 170.
Hey man, I got no golf game, so I have.
Neither do I at times.
Well, you play though. I
know.
don't.
Well, play at it.
Yeah, Hooks isn't very good.
Are you like Rodney Dangerfield, Al Shervick bad?
No. God. I have a clue. Sometimes I just can't get out of my own way.
You have a golf bag with a beer tap in it. Pops up in a car stereo.
And a phone.
And a TV.
Awesome.
And a TV.
Ryan said the tips were 178. Wow.
So what? So let's dance.
Crank up the journey. All right, fellas, have a good weekend.
Thanks, Moats. You too, brother.
See you, Mozi.
Yep.
Oh. The stage is set. Welcome back in the morning hookup. Special thanks to Jeff Moats hanging out with us on a Friday like he always does. Will, the Olympics, baby.
Yes.
Like there's been events going on, but I am like, I hope it's the same. I don't really think they've started until the opening ceremonies.
Right.
That's when you cut the red tape and it's time to go. Those things start at like 12:30 today. The parade begins at 12:30.
Okay.
NBC, you can stream it on Peacock as well. I don't know, but I'm sure that there'll be a night version of this. They'll replay it on NBC. So don't worry.
On what? ABC?
NBC.
Oh, NBC.
NBC and Peacock will have it. If you missed the opening ceremonies, which is really cool to watch. There's videos out right now of Snoop. Snoop's got the torch, baby.
I still
with some
don't
gold
get it.
shoes on. It's awesome.
I still don't get it.
You'll have USA coming out with LeBron James and Coco Graf being the flag bearers for the United States teams today as well.
Yeah, it's
And
exciting.
then we get going tomorrow, baby. Full slate tomorrow. Depends on what you want to watch. There's some basketball going on tomorrow. I believe there's soccer. There's a swimming, volleyball. United States versus Argentina tomorrow. Looks like about 2:00 tomorrow. So
yeah, the men's soccer team got off to a bad start.
yeah, what's up with that? They got it wasn't even close. Well, is it 3-0?
I think it was 3-0 to France.
What the heck?
What a tough draw to play the home team.
What the heck, dude?
But the women's team showed out. They got a win.
Yeah, they were 3-0.
Yeah.
I did see that.
The rugby team lost to Australia.
What is happening?
I don't know. Let's not freak out. It's just starting.
I know, but still, we don't like L's, my friend. Nobody takes L's.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Where'd that thing go? Sorry, my computer just kind of freaked out. There was a story out there about new Olympic sports. Kind of want to talk about those if I can find it. It just went away. Sorry. Here you go.
Okay.
Sorry. that was bad. There just some new sports out there. Just want to know what you guys take. Breaking. Breaking. They call it break dancing.
Oh, break dancing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you think's going to be good at that?
There's 16 competitors who will showcase their skills in spectacular solo battles.
I don't think. I think the Americans.
Windmills, 6-step freezes.
The Americans should probably be the underdogs.
Yeah.
In that one.
Takes place over 2 days. Let's go. I didn't know you could do like a competition in breaking.
I guess so.
Sport climbing sections an indoor rock climbing competition.
Okay.
Are you in for that?
Yeah, that could be
a
cool.
49
That's actually fun to watch.
49-foot inverted wall with 3 different venues.
Yeah, that's actually fun to watch because these people can really climb rocks.
I feel like this would be you be all in this too. Skateboarding. It returns.
Yeah, I guess.
22 women, 22 men compete in 2 disciplines, park and street.
Okay.
No?
Yeah. I get down with that.
And also, how about a little surfing? Surfing's making its way.
Okay, now that's exciting.
Yeah.
I think the Americans should be favored in those 2.
You think?
Yeah, probably. Maybe not surfing, but skateboarding, yes.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting of the new sports that are coming out there.
Mom said the men aren't that good. They're defenders and need
In
some
what?
work. Men's soccer. Yeah, she knows soccer.
But she said, but the guys are young. The women's team may rock. They are young, not really that stud that everyone targets. So it's a team. Unity, baby.
The Olympics.
She's a total Olympic fan.
Yeah, we all are.
But she's breaking this down. Like, that's next level.
Well, she was.
I don't even
soccer.
know. I'm just like, USA.
Yeah.
Mom's got this down pat.
Speaking of the Olympics, apparently it's off to a great start. We have athletes boycotting eating at the Olympic Village because
First they were boycotting the beds. Now they're boycotting eating.
Yeah, apparently there's a food shortage. And
how is there a food shortage?
They are kept being served uncooked meat. They're being served uncooked meat at the Olympic Village. So people are boycotting that.
Oh my gosh.
Team Great Britain, they're flying in an extra chef to like help out with all this.
You remember that year? It was the Olympics, right? I believe when Team USA basketball stayed on a ship, like a cruise ship.
No, I don't remember.
They
that.
stayed on a cruise ship one time, I believe,
Really?
to keep them out of the limelight of the Olympic Village.
Huh. I wonder why.
I don't know.
I don't.
They probably had their own chefs.
Was that recently?
I can't remember. I thought they stayed. Maybe it was, I can't remember. I have to look it up, but I think they stayed on a ship.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
On a ship.
Huh. Well,
They fired that soccer lady, didn't they?
The Canada.
Yeah, they got rid of her, didn't they?
They sent her home. Yeah,
They fired.
they sent her home because she was using a drone to cheat.
You can't do that, but we're gonna send you home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're screwed now. The women's U.S. team are winning the gold. No doubt
calling
about
it?
Oh yeah,
Are you calling it?
They're winning that thing.
Really?
They're top to bottom better. Let's get to
better than everybody. Yeah, let's go.
To everybody. Yes.
Stories that we missed.
The stories we miss. The Morning Hookup.
I love it. I'm looking at I can go out there and look at odds and stuff. Like you can bet on medal counts.
You can bet on like everything.
U.S. wins the most medals in the Olympics. It's like minus 5,000.
I want to bet on.
U.S. wins the most gold, minus 550. They have way more athletes than everybody, so the odds are for you.
I think it'd be fun to bet. Obviously, you could bet on track and field, like who's going to win and, and whatnot.
Well, you pick a sport. I got
But it'd be really fun to bet track and field as if it was horse racing. So you can bet an exacta to where you put, Jamaica on top and Serbia to come in second.
Like a win-play show.
A win-play show or a trifecta. I think that'd be so much fun.
That'd be so cool. That'd
but
be awesome.
it's not going to work unless you have unless you have like a pool of money. Anyways, I think that'd be cool. Charles Barkley released a statement because,
he's so spot on with this, I believe, too.
TNT might be losing their NBA rights.
Oh, it sounds like they are.
Well, there's going to be a lawsuit and it's going to go to court. So we'll wait and see what happens. But Charles Barkley released a statement and he said, clearly the NBA has wanted to break up with us from the beginning. I'm not sure TNT ever had a chance. TNT matched the money, but the league knows Amazon and these tech companies are the only ones willing to pay for the rights when they double in the future. The NBA didn't want to piss them off. It's a sad day when owners and commissioners choose money over the fans. It just sucks. And I think we all can agree with him.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's one of the best things the NBA has going for them is that show.
They're going to break up something really good. That's really special.
I don't understand. Like, obviously money runs everything.
Yeah.
But
investing in the future and all that stuff. And
isn't having people invested in
that's
your
not
sport?
Anymore. No, that's not
like
anymore.
You don't care about
I don't care that anymore.
You don't want people to care about the NBA and watch it?
You do, but they don't.
It's sad.
It's real sad. It's bad.
I mean, the NFL's all over that. I mean, they just want to make as much money as possible.
Yeah. Speaking of what else is sad, is these stupid baseball players, mainly pitchers, keep hitting things.
Yeah,
and breaking fingers.
Yeah.
A's closer, which Mason Miller is electric, man. You're talking about a guy that's probably was only going to be on the trade block or up for sale coming up. Apparently was placed on the 15 DL with a broken ping in his left hand, they announced, as he pounded his fist down on a padded table out of emotion.
And he's good, too.
Well, this guy clocked like the fastest pitch ever. It's like 104 on him, 103.6. Like, he's electric.
Again.
That's the only thing A's got going for him.
If you're going to hit something in frustration, don't hit it with the hand that makes you money.
Dude, listen to these stats. He threw 11 pitches on Monday, averaged 101.4.
Oh, my gosh.
This year is 2.21 ERA with 70 strikeouts over 40 and 2/3 innings, 15 of 17 in saves.
Oh, geez.
I mean, are you kidding me? And you go,
isn't that hilarious?
It was his non-throwing hand, too, by the way. And that's the only thing he got going for, but apparently you can't put a glove on.
Speaking of pitching, I think you and I made a bet before the season started, and I think I need one more no-hitter to hit the bet.
Yeah, boy.
I think I said, over 2.5?
I think you did. We're on it.
There's been 2.
This is such a crazy phenomenon in this stuff, isn't it?
Dylan Cease for the Padres threw the second no-hitter in Padres history yesterday.
Well done. Cale Fountain. You want to bring up Cale Fountain? It's pretty
Kill Fountain.
interesting.
I don't have the information in front of me. I meant to bring that up.
I've
with
got it
Modes.
right here. Back then it said he has signed with the Padres for $1.7 million.
Wow.
That slot value 151 has been set at 444,000. That's a record for a 5th round. How about that?
Wow.
Can't fault the kid for that.
No.
Also, I think really interesting coming up is, and I've been reading a lot about this, is this baseball scholarship story.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
So I read the other day, I thought I sent it to you, that apparently the NCAA at some point is expected to announce increased scholarship across multiple sports. And apparently baseball is going to go to 34 scholarships.
Oh, that's awesome. It's great news.
Now, be super interested to see how they pay for it and all that, but it sounds like that vote is coming.
Awesome.
Football, now here's the alleged report that football will go to 105, that's plus 20. Basketball will go to 15, that's plus 2. Baseball, that's plus 22 if you go to 35. Softball will go 13 more at 20 to 25. And volleyball will get 6 more to go to 18.
This definitely helps teams like Nebraska and, non-big baseball teams because, these big recruits are going to SEC schools that have NIL.
Yep.
Now they should have no problem going to school like Nebraska because they're going to get a scholarship.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, speaking of NIL and softball, Texas Tech.
Yeah, this is wild.
The softball transfer, Najari Kennedy.
Close. I'm guessing you're right.
She is being paid roughly $1.2 million to come and transfer to Texas Tech.
Just insane.
1.2 million
I'm not
for a softball player.
Dog, but that is crazy.
For a softball player.
Isn't that's just insane, right?
She must be pretty good if you're paying that much.
Wow.
By the way, the ESPN and Disney are coming out with a new documentary.
What's this one called?
Well, it's interesting. It's going to be made about the bubble.
Oh, the NBA bubble?
The NBA bubble during COVID. Now, this could be really good if they do it right.
Are they going to get exclusives? Or?
Well, there's a lot of different stories involved in that. Remember, weren't players like sneaking in girls?
Girls, food,
food
heard.
Like Uber Eats. They were sneaking in Uber Eats. Yep. There was a lot of different stories that they should hit on. And if they don't, it's going to be a dud.
You hope they get to them.
Yeah.
You need the good stuff. Your mom commented and said, Hooks, so am about she's a soccer mom. Women's Germany team is good. They have a midfielder who is really, really good.
Randy Arizona from the Rays.
Traded.
Yeah, traded to the Mariner. How do you say his last name?
I don't know. I saw it.
Arizona?
You're as good as I am at that spelling and talking.
Yeah, I am.
I'm
right.
not. Arzarena. Dude, that was fun. I'm so happy.
Arizona.
That was fun. I'm happy to be back.
Oh, and then Georgia wide receiver arrested.
Oh, boy. Cruelty to children. Yikes. My gosh. You guys have a great Friday. We appreciate it so much. Stay cool. Stay safe out there. If you get a chance, go welcome David Sanders. 5:15 down at the Osborne Complex. Show out for him and Dylan Riola, man. Have a great Friday. We'll catch you on a Monday.